Alright guys, we are back again with another episode of Mushoku Tensei here. We have episode 22 of season 1 here up and ready to go. Last episode, it was an absolute banger of an episode. A little bit traumatic for multiple people. Many people were not having a great time last episode, but we all came out of it alive most of the time. So, I don't know if we're continuing on right from that scene, like if we're just dealing with that trauma, or if there's going to be maybe a switch up, maybe we're going to a different character, they're leaving us on a bit of a cliffhanger. That wouldn't surprise me either. I don't really need to talk too much about it because I have no idea what we're doing now. So I'm just going to hop right into the episode and see what happens. So let's go. Okay, who's bleeding now? Oh. A lot less dark than I thought it was gonna be. Is this a dream? What is going on? Oh, the blood. More blood being... blood being spilled? Is that what some kind of reference? What is going on? Oh, is that Orsted? Is this man having all this trauma? Wow. Everyone gone. This is actually awesome, bro. Oh? Oh. What the hell is... Oh my God. Bro, this is actually blowing my mind right now. I was not expecting them to go hard on this intro. I thought a lot of the good shit happened last episode. I thought this was just going to be some more, calm down stuff. But this is actually, yo. Oh. Oh, man. That was freaking incredible, bro. I mean, I know it's not anything surprising, but I did say, this man is going to be going through some rough patches now, going through some trauma. Man, basically, he was either, this close to death, or he did die and he got healed back. Maybe Orsted is so strong he could bring him back from death. But either way, this man got straight up murdered. You ain't walking away from that. This show isn't the type of show to walk away from that. A lot of shows, the character almost dies, no repercussions after it. They're fine. They're actually, usually they're even cooler after something like that happens because they feel untouchable, right? Or they seem untouchable. Rudy, he's a much more realistic character. He's like, shit, I almost died for the second time. And even all this other, past trauma is adding on to it, like his past life and how he felt I guess maybe... What was that? He was in his room and he looks out the window and all his new friends, all those people are outside just on the street. Maybe he's feeling like he's left behind by them, that sort of thing. I'm not a big, I don't know a lot about psychology. I can't even pretend to understand the meaning of that. I'm sure it might be even more deeper than that. I'm not sure. Either way, that was just, I love the freaking messaging that they can portray in this show just through the dream sequence, bro. All that wine / blood being spilled on the floor, and then it all just getting sucked up again. I don't know. Was that to reference him being healed? I don't know, but obviously there was more psychological meaning behind it. I really need to study up on my psychology stuff. It's actually, this show would be incredible to watch if you knew a damn thing about psychology or just people, if you had a deep knowledge of just people in general and trauma, that sort of thing. Yeah, looks like Ruijerd's not doing too hot either. A little bit down, depressed. Man, God, oh yeah, he would have heard. Oh, is he mad that he didn't tell him? Yeah. I mean, that might be wasting your time. No, it's been helping. I'm pretty sure the man God said what he's been doing has been helping over time. Ruijerd's like, what? That doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, that must be like a very mixed thing to hear on Ruijerd's part, right? That it's because of a curse. Like, part of you would be relieved because it's like, oh, then it's nothing that could have been helped in the first place, right? He's basically been thinking this whole time it's because of like things he's done in the past, things his people have done in the past, which definitely didn't help anything. But at least now he can say like, oh, it's also, there's like a supernatural aspect to it. Like, it's not just us. Like, even if we worked like super hard in the past to fix ourselves, which I think Ruijerd has, and it didn't come out too much, it's not 100% his fault. But there is also the case of, oh, it's a curse. What the hell do I do about it? But as Man God said, it is going away. So there is like a light at the end of the tunnel for them. Oh, that voice. Oh, and he's crying. You can hear like the relief, bro. That is some incredible acting for like Ruijerd, who is such like typically a one note character. Not in a bad way, just like the way his voice is portrayed, very monotone. Oh. And just, it can just go too emotional just like that. That's awesome. Spell Orsted used. Oh, that would be awesome if he could actually just learn it without like being taught it to at least escape him. Oh, use his own spell against him. Oh, Orsted would be so mad, bro. Imagine the look on his face when he sees that Rudy like copied his magic. I mean, that can't be common either, though. Being able to just copy magic, but like by looking at it. I don't remember Orsted like saying an incantation or anything, right? He's a god. I doubt he has to. Oh, is that the house? Yeah. I mean, oh, the tree where him and Sylph always hung out. It's got to be weird for Rudy too. He doesn't even have like a close memory of his house because he left it like early on too. I forget the exact number of years between like him leaving to teach Eris and the mana incident happening. I think it was it at least 2 or was it 1? Maybe it was like longer. I'm sorry, I'm bad with numbers. I can't remember the numbers, but either way, he was gone already for a while. So it was even longer since he saw his home. He was probably looking forward to be able to go back eventually. Have those same types of memories to make with Sylphie, with his family, with all that. And now it's finally probably just setting in like he will never get that back. Not in the same exact way. And with the way that his life is going, he may never even have that chance again. Just there's so much, like he's literally rivals, villains, enemies with a god at this point, dude. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like looking back on those first episodes, it's like I would not have pictured Rudy going up against a god, that little child who's just a perv. Damn. Just a very somber. That's tough, bro. Even Ruijerd, someone who's never seen it before, you can tell the sadness that's coming from it. You're not leaving, are you? Yeah. It was all a team effort. They needed each other. Yep, you were the one who did it. It doesn't matter if someone told you. Even us who know the truth, we can't even say 100% the Man God is like the one to thank for it. Like the Man God barely helped, bro. He pointed Rudy in the right direction to go. Rudy made every single other call on his own. And as far as I'm concerned, he made like 90, maybe 95% of the time he made the right call. Like he did incredible for his first journey throughout, like, anywhere, right? I love that Ruijerd, like he's having this heartfelt moment with him just to be like, because he probably understands. He understands what Rudy is going through right now, right? I've been thinking of it this whole time as Ruijerd would be sad because he wasn't able to protect Rudy or Eris, like, against Orsted. But it's probably fair to say they are all feeling that way, too. Like, Rudy's probably sad that he wasn't able to do anything against him. He's sad that he got taken out that easily. So it's nice that Ruijerd, like, he probably knows that. He probably understands that better than anybody. And he's like, no, like, you did everything that you could have done to help me. Like, I don't blame you for anything bad that has happened. Like, if that's what's on your mind, don't. I love that Ruijerd, like, yeah, he is the adult in the situation. So it is nice that he's kind of the one taking the more mature mindset. But I don't like that is he leaving? Is he planning? Oh, yeah. Because, his freaking wording, bro. He was like, I'll protect you until you're back to your home. Right. And now that they're back, his contract or whatever is done. So, like children. Damn, I just noticed the bro's wearing the same jacket that he pierced through. Rudy, like, they just sewed up the hole in the back. It could have a deeper meaning, I guess. Like, maybe he wants that reminder of, like, the time he failed, you know? Like, I don't know if he actually has a legitimate scar. So, it's kind of cool, I guess, to have something to remember it by, like, just to motivate you, maybe, in a way. Eddie's not having... None of them are having a good couple days, but Eddie's, like, oh, man. Watches Rudy die, has to see Ruijerd leave, reaches for him. Damn it. Don't do it. Don't hit me like that. I know it has to be done. I know he has to leave. Just for them to be able to grow on their own. But goddamn, bro. That quickly? Let's meet again. Yeah, bro. We goddamn better. Oh, that is sad, man. I was not expecting to say goodbye to Ruijerd today. Yeah. He's grown so much. Like, so ridiculously much, man. Ruijerd's character as a whole. Like, yeah, look at this. Look how mad. We haven't seen him get this mad in, like, freaking 10 episodes, bro. He's just been the GOAT ever since. Yeah, ever since, like, this encounter, basically. He's just been a changed man. God damn it, bro. God damn it. I want Ruijerd to stay, bro. I'm sure everybody does. Everybody. Who wants to see Ruijerd go? Not a single soul. If you are a single person who didn't like Ruijerd, get out of here. I don't want to see you here anymore. No, like I was saying, they need to be able to mature on their own. They can't be relying on Ruijerd all the time. I 100% understand that. I get why it needs to be done. And obviously Ruijerd, like, they can get more done separately as well. Like, in a few ways, they can get more stuff done. Like, Ruijerd's reputation, that is one of those things that he kind of has to work on his own. Like, he also can't be relying on, like, Rudy too much, and Eris, but obviously Rudy's kind of the main one that has helped with the reputation. He can't always rely on Rudy to, like, make those right calls, to come up with those ideas of helping him. He has to go out and do it on his own so people see that it is genuinely him that is trying to change as a person. So it is for the benefit of everybody that, they split up. But it's just, we're so used to these characters being together, bro. Like, I can't even picture this show anymore without Ruijerd being there. Like, I know we went, 10 episodes without him at the beginning, but ever since he was introduced, it's kind of been like, yeah, Ruijerd, he's just main character, right? Like, he ain't going anywhere. That sucks. I do hope we get to cut to him every now and then, right? But it could be like a Paul thing where, he was a main character for a bit, but then we just don't see him anymore, right? There's an interesting dynamic to it. Like, we may run into him next season or something, or maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe he'll come back next episode. I don't know. The remains of the city, even. Oh, and is Eddie's gonna find out about her dad or her grandpa? Oh no! Whoa! Is that her? Healing? Damn! Wow, okay, well, that was. Yeah, it's going back to the formalities. Don't do that, bro. Damn, so she's. How long has she been here, bro? We didn't even get to see her story. Lord Philip. Wait, Philip? Wait. All three of them? Like, her dad? Was Philip her dad? The also, like, kind of perverted guy? And the mom? Like, the one that was a bitch all the time? Oh, man. They didn't even show them dying? Teleported together? In disputed territory. How did she confirm it, though? Like, I feel like that's one of those loose ends, right? If we don't see the bodies of characters who were kind of important, well, they were very important to Eddie's. If we don't see the bodies ourselves, then maybe that's just kind of an anime thing. Like, maybe I'm just so used to it. You know, this show is kind of realistic, right? Like, you don't get to see everybody die. Like, there's other shows, like I think maybe Attack on Titan has done that sort of thing where it's like, oh no, this character, they died. Like, during this battle, we never saw it happen, but it just happened, right? Like, it's just what happens during this stuff. Maybe they're just going for that. I don't know. I would have liked to see Philip again. I was kind of looking forward to that. And executed. Ooh. Damn. Oh. Is it because she's just trying to be tough? Or is it because she's been trained for this sort of thing? You know, being royalty. Concubine? What is concubine? Like wife? Is that what it means? Dang. Yeah. This is not a good welcome back party, bro. And she's gonna accept it, isn't she? She's gonna make that sacrifice, but who the fuck cares anymore, bro? We were gone for like 2 years. Alone, yeah. She doesn't even want Rudy there. Oh, I don't like this, man. I don't like this. This just feels bad. Like, obviously. Sorry, I am stating the obvious there, but straight up, her parents are dead too? Like, oh, and she's crying. But she said the alone time, right? Yeah. Shouldn't go back. No, such a shitty. Sorry, I don't know what concubine means. I've heard that before. I don't know the exact definition. I'm going to guess it is something like marriage. Like, maybe he wants to marry her, and then obviously Eris would have a position of power again to help the people of her town. That's just shitty. That is some old-fashioned bullshit right there. Like, you're telling me there's no other way of anything going good? Like, I don't know. I don't know anything about kingdoms or anything like this. Maybe it's necessary. Maybe it's a necessary part, but I don't want to see that. I don't think anybody wants to see Eddie's having to marry some weird lord dude. What, was she dead? Don't tell me she's dead. Or thought to be dead. Okay. Probably alive. Like, she's been found? Is that why it was crossed off? Yeah. Yeah, that would be fucking freaky. So I guess that's good. She's been found, at least. Who knows how long ago? Could have been a year. This feels kind of weird. Huh? That's up, brother and sister. This feels like it's going kind of weird. Oh no! Oh no! We don't. I don't, bro. Yeah. Okay. Rudy actually showing a little bit of like respect. Nah, she's not in a good mental state, bro. Like, this isn't good. Yes, bro. It kind of would be. Like, I wouldn't trust this. Oh, the blood out of the pool. Mm. Mm. No, I don't want to watch this, bro. I don't like this. Why? This is just an emotional roller coaster, this episode, bro. Promise is a promise. Okay, that's good at least, but I would prefer 3 more years on top of 15. Please. Your mother taught you that? What kind of reaction should I even have to that, bro? Should I be like, wow. Wow, so sexual. Bro, she's 15. She's fucking 15. Am I supposed to feel anything other than weird about this? I think it's the point. Because Rudy obviously feels very, very weird in this situation. I just don't know what the hell to do. What, is that all it took for all of your sense of reason to disappear, Rudy? Okay, well, there might be a bit of a skip in the video here, because I'm not reacting to this. I'm not saying shit about this, bro. Not while it's happening. I don't care how artistic you get with this scene. I don't. This is just... I don't know. There's a lot more... No, I don't know. That's going to be this whole... This is... Huh? The fuck was that? I don't know. Probably something meaningful, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god, bro. At least have some goddamn decency for the people starving. A normie. Okay, shut up, man. Is she gone, though? She's already gone, right? I don't... Okay, I think I might have some kind of idea what's going on here. Why that was necessary. Oh, she cut her hair? Oh, did she dip? Oh, did she leave? Was she like, this is the one last thing I want? Our well masked. Oof. Oof. I'm going away. Aren't well masked. That's all she had to say after everything that they went through? That is cold, bro. What was Key's line? Damn, Rudy's just getting left behind, bro. Yeah, that's rough. Man was just feeling on top of the world and just an instant plummet to the bottom. She dumped me, abandoned me. Kind of feels like it. Obviously, way more to it. Yeah, family. True. I forgot about that. After, there was a lot happened between then and now. But she did just say, like, I want to be family. And now it's just immediately, we aren't well matched. Like, that is straight up. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry, Rudy, bro. That is brutal, man. Is that ghosting? I'm not up to terms. I'm not up to date on the terms of the youngins today. Oh, no. Don't end on this. Please don't just end on him crying. I don't care about next time, bro. I'm boycotting this. What the fuck was this episode, man? What the fuck was that? What do I even say? I have so many mixed feelings on that. I don't know if I'm happy. Well, no, I'm not happy. Sorry, that was a bad emotion to start off with. I guess I'm sad. Like, obviously, the whole dynamic that this show was setting up is just gone. Ruijerd took off. Eris took off. There was a whole love-making scene that was... At least they were good enough to not show any of it, I guess. Like, that is a low bar, considering, like, well, I don't know. It's sort of an argument between just, like, my comfort level and the story being told, I guess. Like, I understand why it happened. Because Eris just wanted maybe that one thing to kind of make her feel good. Again, like, she had this tough decision. She just learned her family died. Like, she learned she's alone. Obviously, she maybe just it could have just been something as simple as she wanted to pick me up before, making a decision, or maybe she had already made her decision, but she wanted, to do this thing before she left. I understand it. It's my own personal comfort knowing their ages that made that whole thing incredibly awkward for me, dude. Like, that was just weird. I get it from a story standpoint. Whether I agree that it needed to be done, like it could be maybe it plays a big part later on. Maybe there's a big plot point, and maybe it's integral to Rudy's growth too. Eris is probably as well, but Rudy, I think we're gonna stay focused on Rudy. I doubt, we may not see Eris for a while. It's just tough. That part was awkward. Every other part of this episode though was fun. It was great. There was so much emotion, in-depth emotion being told throughout this episode. The goodbye with Ruijerd, that was tough, but like I said, it is understandable. Everything that happened, sorry, I need to get a rein on my thoughts. Every single emotional thing that happened, there was more to it than just the surface level. Even if it seemed kind of simple, there was way more to it. Ruijerd leaving, Eris leaving, the sleeping together thing. And I'm kind of excited for it. I'm kind of excited for the future of the show now, because it's gone in a completely different direction than I was expecting. I thought we were going to be together, right? I wasn't expecting all the main characters to get split up like that. But it kind of excites me that Rudy is not starting from zero again, but we get to switch up every now and then. Basically, the first half of the season was completely different than the second half of the season. And it seems like they're just rolling with that, right? They're just going to continue with that because it's a more realistic concept. People come and go. These relationships, they're not just smooth, right? Shit happens. Some characters, they have to leave each other and they grow apart, or they'll come back together, stronger in the future. Stuff like what happened with Eris, right? I said it as a joke, but she has had a very rough couple of days. And I said that before she learned about her parents and her grandpa, her whole family being dead, and possibly having to murder, not murder, though that would be a better thing, possibly having to marry some random lord. Of course, she's on this downward spiral here, and whether she's taking it well or not is still yet to be seen. What she did with Rudy, even knowing kind of her emotional motivation, that sort of thing, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't justify it. Because look at Rudy. Look at Rudy right now. This man is just walking. He doesn't even know where he's walking to and bawling his eyes out. And it's understandable. Eris just, it feels like he knows that's not the case. But if that happened to you, you would feel used. You would feel abandoned. That is some of the most brutal shit. They've been together for a year and a half, maybe 2 years at this point. Then this shit happens, all this negativity happens in one day. And then that happens to Rudy, Eris and Rudy, that whole thing happens. And that kind of made Rudy feel good again. For a second, he was on top of the world. And how I feel about that doesn't matter. But, and then immediately just straight down. He was on the bottom, came up to the top, right back down. Probably, maybe even further down before. I'm talking about me being on an emotional roller coaster. Rudy has had it much worse. That man, he already had trauma. Did you see that nightmare he had at the beginning of the episode? And now there's more. Oh, God. Bro, next episode, I don't know. Rudy's just going to be a shell. He is just going to be a wreck, I think. Unless maybe he'll pick himself up. Maybe he'll kind of, obviously, when it first happens, you're more emotional. Maybe he'll kind of maybe not get comfortable with it, but he might kind of see what Eris was going for, he might understand why she did that, or why she disappeared at least. But, and like I said, I understand the whole, sleeping together thing. Eris might have just wanted some bit of positivity before she left. I can empathize with her in a way, not completely. And, the main thing is she's young too. And she's going through all this when she's 15, just turned 15. Like, I don't know what I would be thinking if all this shit was happening to me when I was 15 years old. Like, and I'm not clueless, right? I know that, 15-year-olds, they are thinking about that kind of stuff, right? Like, sorry, this is turning weird. Maybe I don't need to go that deep into this, but I'm just saying I'm not an idiot, right? I know that real life is like that. Plus, in these olden medieval times, shit like this happened. Like, lords did marry freaking, like, not even just 15-year-olds. They married, like, younger, bro. They married very, very young girls. And that's just kind of how it was. And I don't know if that's just what the show, like, maybe the show is just saying that's normal, right? Like, that's normal for this world. Even so, it's just kind of weird. I'm hoping I'm not alone with thinking it was a little bit out of left field, maybe, but it's mixed. It's mixed. I shouldn't talk about it too much because it just feels very weird to talk about. It's a very touchy subject. I don't want it to seem like I can't say I'm at all like positive for it. Just, it's kind of funny to think like if anybody said like, hey, yeah, that's cool, I get it. Like, that's just immediate red flag. That's like, what? Wait, what? You know how old they are, right? Another thing is like, it's made in Japan, right? I don't know what the age of consent in Japan is. I don't know if I want to, but maybe for them, it's not bad. Sorry. I told myself I was going to stop and my brain just is not stopping. Bro, I'm just trying to like get out of this very awkward situation, but I keep getting pulled back in. Next episode, final episode, I think. I'm curious to see what they do with it after all this. I don't know if we're gonna see everybody. Like maybe it's gonna end off with a compilation, like maybe like a Vinland Saga type finale where we see like where everyone kind of is. Like we haven't seen Paul in a while. We might see where Ruijerd is at, where Eris is at. Maybe obviously Rudy is probably gonna be the focus. Maybe even might see where the mom is, Sylphie, like maybe hints of where they are at. And Sylphie, that's another interesting thing. So it seems like she was found. Like her name was crossed off the list, but she wasn't dead. So it seems like she made it back to the capital or somebody ran into her enough to cross her name off the list, but she's off doing her own thing. Maybe she's looking for Rudy somewhere. Maybe she's just completely doing her own thing. And like we didn't see her. I don't know. Did we see her when she was teleported? No, we never saw her or the mom. So we don't really have any good idea of what's going on there anyway. But I'm intrigued. Maybe we'll run into her next episode. Like maybe they were just hinting at it, right? Like, yeah, she's around. I know I've seen posters for next season. I know there's like some young, like blonde girl or something. I don't think that's Sylphie, obviously, green hair, blonde hair, not the same thing, but I'm intrigued to see maybe we'll run into some new characters next episode, and that'll be like the season 2 cast. I don't know. They're doing a really good job, bro. Like an incredible job with this finale, like leading up to it even. Like I said, I was not expecting this to hit as hard as it did. I fully expected last episode was kind of the big one, and this episode was going to be a bit of a calm down. But this episode or last episode, I don't know which one I like more. Genuinely, like this one on an emotional level was way more impactful, way more brutal. I have no idea what to feel right now. But no, next episode, I'm hoping maybe they can keep up that streak. I don't know. Like it's a lot to finish up on, but I have faith. It's going to be a good ending. And plus, like I'm kind of lucky. I immediately get to jump right into season 2. Well, I guess I'll probably just jump right into it the next week. I don't know. I have been going at Mushoku Tensei for months. Every series I do, I go at it for months because I only do like one episode. I haven't done a double episode of any series in a while. I don't know if I've done one for like this series or Kuroko no Basket since I started them. So yeah, like sorry, that's a bit of a tangent, but maybe I'll start just to get caught up again. Like at some point, maybe when I have more free time, I'll try to do some double episodes. Just maybe I'll stay up to date on season 2. I'm not making any promises. No, I'm going to be back with the next episode next week. If you guys want to stay updated on this series for when I get into season 2 as well, be sure to subscribe, drop a like on the video, drop a comment down below. Just let me know what you think about this episode. Obviously, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this because it's an episode to talk about. That's for sure. But yeah, I do have a Patreon link down below if you want early access to the videos as well. It can just help to support me a little bit more. So yeah, that is it for this video, though. So, if you guys enjoyed, what the fuck am I saying? So, we're done. So, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next week with the next episode, and that is it. So, peace.